Hi there, I'm Lisa Lim, and welcome to part 1 of my 5-part video series for TrueFire's 2015 Next Top Guitar Instructor. My topic is going to be call and response groove, and what we're going to be doing with that is the call is going to be basically a riff that I'm going to show you how to construct and incorporate over a 12-bar progression in the key of E minor. The response is going to be licks that we construct and derive from some different scales like E minor pentatonic scale, E blues scale, and E natural minor scale. Things that I'll be showing you over the series of videos will be with the call and response, how to incorporate some chords, some hybrid picking techniques, playing legato, harmony, playing melodic, a whole bag of stuff. I'm going to try to give you as much as I can over this series. Please check out the description below the video and click it open. There'll be a link in there for you to vote. Would really appreciate your vote. To like the video and to show that you'd like me to be the next top guitar instructor for TrueFire. That would be a real honor. So, let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the chord progression. It's a 12-bar 1-4-5 in the key of E minor. So that's going to entail our 1 chord being E minor, our 4 chord being A minor, and our 5 chord being B minor. So, like I said earlier, we're going to play a riff in place of each chord. So, let's construct the riff. Okay, let's check out the 1 chord riff that's going to be taking the place of the E minor chord. It's going to go like this. You're going to play your 6th string open, which is an E. You're going to play the 3rd fret 6th string, which is a G, that's your minor 3rd. You're going to play your 5th string open, which is an A, and you're going to play the 2nd fret 5th string, which is a B. So, let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, now it's a little syncopated, so let's talk about the rhythm. So, listen to me count it, and I can tell you that on the beginning of the 2nd beat, you're going to hear my picking hand strike come against the strings to create a muting sound. So I've got 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and E, mute G, A, B, E, mute G, A, B. Okay, so that's a riff for your 1 chord. Now let's talk about the 4 chord, A minor. Let's check out that riff. So, the riff for A minor, it goes like this. The 5th string open is A, 3rd fret 5th string is C, your minor 3rd, 4th string open D, 2nd fret 4th string E. Let's put it together. Same rhythm applies. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay, now let's talk about the 5 chord riff. Okay, with the 5 chord riff, once again we're starting on the root. Now it's B, which is the 2nd fret on the 5th string. D, your minor 3rd, 4th string open. E, 2nd fret 4th string. F sharp, 4th fret 4th string. That's going to sound like this. Okay, let's take a look at the format for the 12-bar progression that you're going to be incorporating these riffs in. First, you're going to have the first 4 measures will be the 1 chord riff. The 5th and 6th measures will be the 4 chord riff. The 7th and 8th measures, you're back to the 1 chord riff. The 9th and 10th measure, you will use the 5 chord riff. And then finally, the 11th and 12th measures, you're back to your 1 chord riff. So this is how it's going to sound. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And definitely check out in the description below the video, you'll have a printout of that progression, of that layout, tabbed out for you, and seeing where the 1 and 4 and 5 chords fall in the 12 bars. Let's talk about how to start building these licks. The scale I'm going to start with E minor pentatonic. So let's take a look at the scale. So what we have for the E minor pentatonic scale, we have E, the 6th string open, the 3rd fret on the 6th string, that's your minor 3rd, the 5th string open, which is an A, that's a 4th, B, 2nd fret 5th string, that's your 5th, D, 4th string open, that's your flatted 7th, and then we're back on the root or octave later, E. So you can actually extend this to go across the remaining 3 strings left. So let's do that. So let's move on to the 3rd string open, G, 2nd fret 3rd string A, 2nd string open B, 3rd fret 2nd string D, and then your 1st string open E. So you have 2 complete octaves extending across all 6 strings. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, now we're just going to start with that. Okay, we're going to just start with that E minor pentatonic and that position on the neck. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to build a lick for you to practice with incorporating in this progression. The lick is going to be happening right now. Technically, I want you to play it on every other measure. So, for instance, what it would sound like, just let me give you a quick example of it. Okay, so basically what the lick looks like and how you construct that. Okay, constructing the lick. Where you're going to begin, you're going to start on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. You're going to fret that A, and you're going to pick it and bend it a half bend. So that raises it up to an A sharp or a B flat. Then we're going to bring the bend down, and that brings us back to A at the 2nd fret, 3rd string. Then we're going to play the 3rd string open, which is a G. We're going back to the A, 2nd fret, 3rd string. We're going to play the G one more time, 3rd string open. Now we're going to the 2nd fret, 4th string, which is a E. And then we finish on the 3rd string open, which is G. So the lick sounds like this. Okay, so now how we count this, where it comes in on a count. We've got 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... So you hear the bend starting on the and a 1 of the 2nd measure. You hear me play the root note of the riff on the beginning of 1, and then you hear me catch the and of 1 with that half step bend. Okay? Now, I want you to practice that, and I mean, you could go ahead and take that lick, and you could do it with A. And you could do it with B. But you know, if you're finding that you're struggling with it, just stick with the 1 chord. Just stick with the 1 riff, the E riff, and practice it. And if you find that doing the riff and the lick is still too much, then just play the root note of the riff, of the 1 riff. So I'll show you. So if you play E, E, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and E, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's a great way to get primed, to get started, and to help you be ready for my next video coming up, which will be part 2 of call and response grooves. Okay? So, I hope you find this information fun, useful. Definitely start working on it. Get the 12-bar progression down with the riff, with the 3 riffs for your 3 chords. Get this one lick down. Get really acquainted, if you're not already, with this basic E minor pentatonic scale. in this one position. I assure you we'll be playing higher up the neck in other positions as we move along to each part of the segment. But for now, work on this. Once again, remember the description below the video. Please vote. I greatly appreciate it. So, till next time, I'm Lisa Lim. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, TrueFire, next Top Guitar Instructor 2015. See you soon.